world, welcome back to another Stay Fresh production. My name is Justin Copeland. On this channel, Stay Fresh Productions, we talk about everything dealing with fragrances. Any interest in that kind of content, you're in the right place. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Join the Fresh Squad today. Increase, elevate, evolve, enhance, improve your freshness. Your freshness being you bringing your best self into every situation, treating others with respect and understanding, carrying yourself with class and elegance. And we use fragrance as at least a starting place for that. You'll feel it. Others will smell it. First of all, by the time you're seeing this video, I'm pretty sure that a very, very special and different video that I created with the help of some very close friends of mine as well as Grace has already dropped. If you missed that video, I do recommend checking it out right here. It is, again, very different. It is basically a satirical production. It is meant to make you laugh, but also maybe to make you think, maybe to make you cringe, all of the above and below. So do check that out if you have a chance. Today we are bringing you kind of my cheapy video for this month. Honestly, I did kind of stretch the bounds a bit. This is not strictly a cheapy video under $40. I wanted to bring you a list of fragrances that basically you could wear anytime, anywhere. You could wear them all year round. You could wear them basically to any occasion. Heat or cold, day or night, doesn't matter. These are gonna work. They could be signature scents. So it's really as simple as that. I got a lot of great variety here for you. I think we actually have 11 fragrances technically, so let's dive right into it. All right, here up first, as I like to do again every month, I'm bringing you some stuff from Dossier. Again, if you're not familiar with Dossier, they are a clone house. They make clones of popular and not so popular fragrances, both niche and designer. And as I've been saying over the past few months, they've been stepping up their quality. I don't know what they're doing, but the fragrances are getting better. I like them a lot more than I did when I first was introduced to them. And this one we're talking about is a clone of a niche fragrance that you can of course get for not a niche price. This is called Musky Gaiac, and this is their clone of Le Labo Gaiac 10. And if I'm not mistaken, Gaiac 10 is one of their city exclusives, maybe for Tokyo or something like that. But as per the name, this is a Gaiac fragrance. So it's a woody scent, but it has such a lightness to it. It has nothing super intense about it that you could really get away with wearing it anywhere. It kind of has this very ambiguous identity. But Gaiac wood, if you're not familiar, is more of a smoky woody note, but it's a soft smoky woody note. Almost akin to something like barbecue, honestly. There's a touch of a barbecue feel in here, but it does not smell like ribs cooking on the grill. This smells like a very soft smoky wood, a little bit fresh. Again, a little bit nondescript in a way, but still kind of distinctive and still something that smells just very pleasant and so easy to wear. So I could easily recommend this one. I haven't smelled the original, but this smells great. This smells of pretty decent quality. I would imagine it's close to the original. I've heard the original actually doesn't really have that much presence. This might even be a little bit stronger. So we do have a discount code. I think it's JC10. That'll save you a little bit of money. We have another Dossier fragrance we're going to talk about later in the list. Normally I would pair them up, but the other one we're going to talk about actually blew me away. I couldn't just leave it at the bottom. So we'll get to that later. But that is Musky Gaiac. I guess that was technically number 11. So here is number 10, coming from the house of Burberry. I haven't talked about this one in a while. When I first got it, I was hooked on it. I've gotten away from it, but I am remembering now how much I enjoy. This is called Burberry Touch. This is a classic, and this is a fresh, clean, slightly powdery violet leaf fragrance. There's a touch of a sweetness in here. Violet leaf brings this very unusual kind of green freshness to a scent, almost sharp and metallic in a way, but it is very soft here. It is rounded, again, a little bit powdery. It smells almost like clean laundry in a way, and that makes it so easy to wear anywhere because it's never a bad time to smell clean. And performance is pretty good, more than you would expect from such a fresh fragrance. It has some oomph to it. It is kind of special, and it's just a really pleasant scent. So I can easily recommend Burberry Touch. Also does not cost that much money at all. Gonna have links to everything down below, but that is our number 10, Burberry Touch. Here at number 9, from Authenticity Perfumes, their flagship fragrance, we got Authenticity, the original. And this is a super easy to wear, kind of citrus aromatic woody scent. It doesn't have a very unique profile, but at the same time, it doesn't smell exactly like anything else out there. But it will remind you of other fragrances from designer brands that you might already own or have smelled before. But beastly performance for a fresh scent. Now, if you saw the Eternal Flame, the video I referenced earlier, you'll know how I feel about placing so much weight on a fragrance's performance. And again, you'll learn more from that video if you missed it. But if you're looking for a strong and well-performing fresh fragrance, this is a great go-to, and it's gonna not cost you very much money at all. So I'm still recommending authenticity. Good stuff here. Okay, here at number 8, we have from the House of Hermes, their newest fragrance marketed for men. Honestly, did not really impress me, but I do find it pleasant. I do find it a little bit different. It's kind of flat. It doesn't really evolve or change much, but for what it is, it's functional and it smells good. And that is H24. Kind of this fresh green metallic woody scent. It uses clary sage, which I think adds a kind of sweet herbaceousness to it. It uses sclerine, which I think is this metallic aroma chemical. Almost smells like iron, like hot iron on a shirt, but it's still quite fresh. You do have some, I think, rosewood in here, making it woody. And I think there's even narcissus, which kind of adds this slightly damp, earthy quality floating around in the background, but it's still mostly fresh. Really easy to wear, very versatile once again. Still not that easy to find discounted, but I'll paste below what I can find in terms of the best pricing. I think you can definitely get it under $100. Worth looking into if a very simple, very easy to wear scent profile that's slightly different sounds good to you. That's H24. Here at number 7 from Scotch Porter, a black-owned business that makes wonderful grooming products in general for men. I use their hair products exclusively. I included them in my niche vlog video. If you missed that a couple months ago, check that out. And this is one of their 4 fragrances that they've created. This is called the Porterhouse. And to put it simply, this is a very calming fragrance. There's something green about it, but there's also something warm about it and something musky to it. It kind of smells like the outdoors in a way, like you're out in a forest early in the morning. The air is crisp and cool. There's still dew on the leaves and the grass. That's the vibe that I get from this, but it all comes together in a very smooth way. There's nothing sharp or too herbaceous about it. It's very round. It's not very strong. Again, it sits close. It's a little bit more of a calming scent, as I said, a little bit meditative in a way, but simply something that you could wear anytime, anywhere. It has a cleanliness to it, but it also has a comforting quality, something that's a little bit more inviting. I'm gonna have all the details down below where you can get some nice discounts and get some great deals. Check out Scotch Porter, either for their fragrances, which are great, or their grooming products for men, beard care, face care, hair care. They have it all. Check them out. Here at number 6, unfortunately, a fragrance that Grace does not like all that much, at least on paper, but I think it's something that is a classic that can basically work anytime, anywhere. This could easily be a signature scent. From Cartier, we have Declaration. I'm gonna spray this in the air to remind myself. And this is a fresh, spicy, incredible fragrance. Wow. Cardamom, a fresh, cooling cardamom with maybe some other spices in there. Definitely some bitter orange, adding this citrusy quality with a mouth-watering bitterness. There's maybe leather in here. There's a touch of a woodiness that's in the base that's hovering around that supports it, but it's not overly woody. Mostly fresh and spicy. Cumin is pretty present in here, which a lot of people don't like. Some people say it smells like BO, especially on paper. On skin, it's not quite as bad, at least for me. I like cumin though, so I'm not the one to ask, but I do love Declaration so much. It is a classic created by Jean-Claude Elena, and I think it's still relevant to this day. Does not smell dated at all, and I think you can still get it for a pretty decent price on the discounters. So that's Cartier Declaration. Gonna link it down below. All right, here at number 5, from an Italian brand that you may not have heard of. No, I certainly had not heard of them, and this was sent to me by a wonderful new company that honestly I didn't even know existed until maybe a month or so ago, called Mozzafiato. They're based in Denver. They're an American-based company, and they exclusively sell Italian luxury brands. And these are Italian companies that you may not be exposed to unless you go to Italy. And they're these very old, maybe mom and pop kind of stores and shops that create different products for grooming and also fragrance. And this is one that is called Acca Kappa. Since 1869, they've been in the business, and this is called Black Pepper and Sandalwood. I do believe this is an award-winning fragrance, and it's basically what it sounds like. It is spicy, warm black pepper that is not overly spicy, mixed with the smooth, kind of dry, but almost leaning creamy sandalwood, but more on the dry side of things. That's mostly what I get out of this. Pepper and sandalwood. Its simplicity makes it so versatile, makes it so easy to wear. It wears pretty light. It's kind of a very intimate bubble that just kind of stays with you for, you know, anywhere from 6 to 8 hours, depending on your skin or if you spray your clothes. A very handsome smelling fragrance, but nothing that has a strong statement to it. It kind of stays out of the way, which makes it, again, so versatile. Definitely something that is a little different. This doesn't smell like every other sandalwood fragrance out there. I'm really enjoying it. So easy to wear. I'm gonna link it down below from Mozzafiato. They have a ton of other really wonderful products, but I do recommend checking out Black Pepper and Sandalwood from Acca Kappa. All right, here at number 4, we have the second Dossier fragrance, which again, I could not leave it at the bottom. There's something about this that really struck me. I compared it to the original. I like this even a little bit more than the original, which is very rare for me when it comes to clones. This is called Aromatic Ginger, and this is their clone of a fragrance from Louis Vuitton called L'Immensité. And I first smelled that fragrance back in the summertime. I went to the Louis Vuitton boutique with my friend Corbin from Northwest Scent, and we were smelling around, and he actually bought the bottle right then and there because he loved it that much. But I took home a sample and I'm really enjoying it. It's a very kind of basic fragrance, but there's something distinctive about it. It's an aquatic, a sharp aquatic, very fresh, a little bit spicy as well. And the one thing I like about the clone a little bit more than the original is that the original's aquatic accord is a little bit more authentic, which makes it a little bit more fishy. In a way, it doesn't smell fishy, but compared to the clone, it smells a little bit fishy on my skin. And I like the clone a little bit better. It's not quite as aquatic, so it makes it a little bit easier to wear. But again, kind of a basic, almost fresh out of the shower scent profile, but there's something sexy. There's something so sexy about this stuff. I like it way more than something like Dior Sauvage or Bleu de Chanel. Now, I want to let you know that the original is great. The original is a wonderful scent, but it is not cheap. So if you're looking for it on a budget, I can easily recommend this stuff. The performance is comparable. It's quite a synthetic fragrance, so it will actually last a good while on the skin. I love this stuff. It smells great. And I'm not one for basic scents, but again, this has some presence, some personality to it. So that is Aromatic Ginger, a clone of L'Immensité from Louis Vuitton. Once again, we have a code down below to check it out. Here, number 3 from Maison Francis Kurkdjian, one of my favorites from the house. We have Gentle Fluidity Silver. And this is a unique but familiar fragrance. There's something about it that is completely different, but it also doesn't smell totally off the wall. And it has a combination of elements that make it easy to wear anywhere. It has a freshness to it. Juniper berry and coriander bring this kind of sharp, almost herbaceous, astringent, spicy quality that is very fresh, almost gin-like. Gin does come from the juniper berry, so there's an almost fresh, cooling gin quality in here, mixed with amber, vanilla, and musk. So it has a warm, sweet muskiness. You juxtapose those two things together and you have a wonderful, versatile fragrance that actually performs like crazy. You would not think this thing would last 15 plus hours on the skin, but it does. It's simple, but different. And I love this stuff. I've been talking about it a lot. I'll keep talking about it. Gentle Fluidity Silver from Maison Francis Kurkdjian. Really beautiful scent. Here at number 2 from the house of Argos, their flagship, their OG, we have Argos Pour Homme. I got it here in a little 30 ml bottle. Also comes in 100 ml too, but if you want to spend a little less, you can always get the 30 ml. But this is a kind of a classic citrus aromatic scent, but done with such high quality, with such smoothness. It's a little bit green. It's again citrusy with like lemon. I'm gonna spray this in the air. I'm actually L'Immensité, the clone at least, is still in the air here. It's still all around, but you look at that pressurized atomizer, beautiful. Wow, it's not overly sweet. There's something very naturally sweet, almost green and sweet about it. Citrusy, again, woody, maybe a little bit floral in a way. Very handsome stuff, actually lasts very well for a fresh scent. It is pretty well concentrated. So if you're looking for that, you find it here. And so stupidly versatile. You could wear it anywhere. So I do recommend Argos Pour Homme. I've been talking about it for a long time. We still have a code, FRESH10, save you a little bit of money on a bottle, or even get the sample pack if you're not ready to go in on a full bottle yet. But still recommending Argos. They got a new fragrance coming very soon, which I will be talking about very soon. But that's Argos Pour Homme for now. All right, here at number 1, honestly, maybe the most expensive fragrance on this list, so you have to forgive me, but it's Simply Stunning stuff. This is one of the newest releases from the house of Roja Parfums. I cannot get enough of it. It is unique, but so wearable, and there's something so alluring about this. This is called Burlington 1819, and this is so good, first of all, but secondly, this is created in homage to the Burlington arcade where the Roja Parfums flagship store is. I think they've been there maybe 5 years or more, and the Burlington arcade has itself been there since 1819 as per the name, and it's a wonderful mall that I basically hope to visit one day and go see Roja. But this scent, this stuff is again kind of a beautiful juxtaposition here. You do have very tart and bright and fresh citruses, maybe like grapefruit or something like that, mouth-watering, mixed with like warm sweetness, mixed with some rum in there. There's a warm booziness. It's almost tropical in a way, combined with the citrus, with some other constituents beneath, like maybe spices and woods and things like that, that all come together for, again, a very handsome, very versatile fragrance that you could wear day or night, again, hot or cold, any time of the year, and it's gonna last just fine on the skin. All of Roja's fragrances are pretty concentrated. So that is Burlington 1819 from Roja Parfums at my number 1 spot. Okay, once again, if you wanna check out any of these fragrances, we got links down below where you can do so. I would love to know, have you tried any of these? Or do you have at least an interest in trying any of these? Let me know down in the comments, let's talk about it. If you liked the video, please like the video, it really means so much to me, helps out with my visibility across YouTube. And if you have not joined the Fresh Squad yet, which means subscribing, not sure what you're waiting on, it's totally free, not a penny or a dime or even a calorie will be asked of you for subscribing, so please consider it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace. I'll see you in the next one.